Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Here to do your card for the day as usual on Friday the 17th of February. I'm just going to have a little shuffle. You'll be using the black and white Faulkner deck as usual. So let's have a little look and see what the cards have in store for us today. Hi there, thank you for joining me on Periscope. The card I've drawn for us today is the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is one of the major arcana and it is the first card in the tarot deck. So this is a card that talks about new beginnings. For me, there's a lot of cards in the tarot that are kind of about new beginnings, new starts, new ideas, new jobs and all that stuff. The Fool card for me is like a really big change. It's like a real new adventure. So I think I've had this card very recently, and I think I'm saying to you, it's about new locations, you know, real kind of drastic newness. So like moving house to a different town or a different country even. Just a real new adventure, somewhere where you feel kind of out of your comfort zone completely, new and exciting. It's also the Fool talks about card where because it's so new and exciting, it can be scary as well. And what the Fool card says is that although you still have loads to learn about this new adventure, there's nothing to be afraid of, and that you're going to be fine, basically, that you have all of the things you need. The Fool card is really kind of saying to you that although you might feel like something's really risky or that there's risk attached to it, you know, you have everything you need not to end up in a bad situation just because you've taken a little bit of a chance on something. So as far as the daily card goes, you might feel a bit out of your comfort zone. You might feel like you are being asked to take a little bit of a risk, do something really different, take a little bit of a chance. So, you know, what the Fool card says is be open to all the new and exciting things that are on offer. Everything that we do, every little adventure that we go on is what we are here to do. You know, we're here to learn and to live and to do things that are exciting. You know, everything about the Fool is about excitement and kind of anticipation of what might be out there, what might be on offer. So that's an exciting place to be, and I appreciate that some people find that a little bit scary, but the Fool card says really, if you kind of don't ever take a chance, then you're never going to learn anything. The Fool's journey is what the tarot is all about. You know, the Fool is the main character that goes through all of the different cards, all of the different ways of being, all the different experiences, so that they can learn. And something that you have to do in life is to kind of take a little bit of a chance and to kind of go for it. Okay. I'm going to just put down one of these energy oracle cards. And just pop one of these down. There we go. So let's have a little look and see what we've got here. Okay, so this is a really interesting card. Okay, and it's the Envy card. Now, I never really know what to do with never really know what to do with this card, but I feel today, and this is not really about envy at all, because what I'm drawn to is the golden palace that's through the doors. You know, to talk about this card a little bit, it just it feels like when she's where she is, in the dark, is that she spends all her time worrying about what's going on the other side. It's like the grass is greener, that kind of thing. Okay, so I think what the message is here is not to be worrying about other people's grass, but to be worrying about your own kind of mission in life and what you want to be doing, and not worrying too much about what other people do or what other people say or what other people have. It's your opportunity now to go on your adventure, so you kind of don't need to be able to worry too much about anybody else, and then you can focus on you, you know. So I think what the card is saying here is that that's it really. Don't worry too much about what anybody else is doing. That's not important. What anybody else has, that's not important. Whether anybody else is doing better than you at work, better than you in love, better than you in what property they've got, better than you in what card they've got, really doesn't matter, you know. Because what's important is how you feel about where you are and what your path of development is. So like your spiritual development, okay, that's all that's important, is your journey. And we all worry too much about our final destination. That's not what it's about at all. Our daily experience, how we get there, that's the important thing. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a law of attraction card as well to go with these, just to kind of give us a little bit of something else. See what the law of attraction cards have got to say. Let's have a look and see what we've got. There we go. Alright, these cards I split in half, you probably remember. I haven't used them for a little while on here. But they're double-sided, so you have to kind of split them. Okay, so this is interesting, because what this card says is my life is unlimited in every respect. So by looking at others and being envious of others, we place a limitation on ourselves. Okay, we put ourselves in a position of being less than someone else, and we're really not. The Fool talks about unlimited opportunities and scope for development, and this law of attraction card is very much saying that you don't have to be limited. That seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment around people. I've been doing some readings for people and trying to 2 or 3 readings that I've done recently have been about limitation and the limitations that we place on ourselves. So I think what I'm saying is try not to place a limitation on yourself. There's no need to. You know, if you believe that you're never going to get an opportunity to go and live in London because you're never going to be able to afford it, then you probably won't. Whereas, you know, there are many ways that could happen. Many ways, if that's what you dream of and if that's what you put in your vortex. So I will leave all of that with you today. Don't be limited. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take a risk, and don't be afraid to have an open mind to adventure. Also, take your focus off of what others have, do, say, and just focus on you. Okay, the Fool is you off on your journey. So go off into your journey, enjoy it, be excited about it, and don't be afraid. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you for today, and I'll be back. I probably will do a couple of cards for the day over the weekend. I'm hoping to also film some other video of different card reviews and things, so I will do that and hopefully get them up onto YouTube sometime this weekend. In the meantime, have a good Friday, enjoy your weekend as well, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.